Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast, episode 1900. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with the Memery Factory. What's up, Memery?
How's it going, Joe? How are you today?
Hanging in, bro.
I like the new hair. I like the new hair.
Thank you. I was looking like the Valyard a little bit
Well,
yesterday.
I like the hair dye. I like the
I
hair
saw
dye,
I
man.
saw I saw Who Wars had Strikes Back had made some comments about that on Facebook. That was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, they said I look like an auton.
Well, you did a little bit in that image where it looked like you had like mud in your hair or something.
Well, I kind of look like the Valyard, I thought. That's why I was like, oh, I'm going to take the Doctor's remaining regenerations.
Well, you never know. You might get that role someday, Joe. Anyway,
Hopefully
on this
not.
on this special edition, we're going to be
So,
talking about a leak. I understand.
oh, leaks! Leaks! Like some people put on their YouTube channel, leaks! Well, I don't do that, but okay.
Well,
What's
no, we
the
can on this. We can on
leak?
this. It's funny. I find this leak funny. I don't think it's real because the
It's
person
probably
who
not
made it
real.
went a bit nuts. But whatever. So I'll screen share it with you so everyone can see it.
All right.
Um, but here we go. I don't know if you can all see that. There we go. So I'll read it out for everyone. Hello,
This is
everyone.
David Tennant specials, all right?
Yeah, I think when it says the bridge specials, that's like the terminology that the
With
Bad
David
Wolf
Tennant.
people are using for it. I mean, I think when they see season one onwards, I think what they mean is it's going to be called season one from now on. As I said, I don't know if this is actually true, but it's interesting to read because we all like to hear bullshit sometimes. It could be true. It's got
Right.
it's got 0 upvotes, which is
Jesus.
probably not a good sign. I have a lot of information to share about the upcoming Disney Plus / Bad Wolf era of Doctor Who, starring David Tennant as the 14th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor, and an unconfirmed performer as the 16th Doctor. First of all,
15.
you might notice that I refer to season one in the title of this post. That is because Disney Plus and Bad Wolf have designed interesting have designed to completely rebrand the show in a similar way to 2005 and will now be referring to every series onwards as a season with a new numbering. Each season will consist of 8 episodes of about 60 minutes length, and there will be a holiday special every year too. So what do you make of that so far? I think we already knew most of it
Well,
apart from the season
better than
thing.
45-minute episodes. So I guess
Yes,
60-minute episodes, that's pretty good.
and
Um,
it's similar to what a lot of other BBC shows do. So there's a show on the BBC called Death in Paradise, which is 8 episodes. They're all 60 minutes, and there's also a Christmas special every year.
I like the 15 minutes extra because then you have also adverts and right commercials that make it more than an hour, like an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, and
So
BBC America it will, but in the UK because we don't get adverts, it's just like a 60-minute chunk.
okay,
Um, so I
I'm
prefer
happy
that
with
anyway.
that. I'm okay with the. I'm not happy with 8 episodes, but I have a question for you now. Do you
Yeah, go
think
on.
that the episodes are only 8 episodes, not because of Disney Plus, but because Ncuti Gatwa is busy filming other series and movies?
I don't think it's either of them. What I think it is that because of the I mean like show like the Mandalorian. How many episodes is that? That's like 8 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think Loki's about the same. Oh no. The leak keeps on going after that, Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back
Yeah,
in there.
sorry, it's all right.
I'm sorry
Um,
with that. Okay.
but I think like the reason they're doing it is because you can only fit in so much filming in one year, and if it's 60 minutes, if you
Yeah,
think about that,
you can't do your 13 plus a Christmas special like you
well
used to
they
have.
only did 10 for Jodie Whittaker, and the original plan with that was for them to do it annually. That was the reason they were doing 10, so they could do it every year. I think the reason they're doing 8 is so that they can do it every year, if that makes
Mhm,
sense.
I guess.
Um, so should I keep on reading?
Yeah. Hmm.
The three specials feature the 14th Doctor as portrayed by the majestic David Tennant and Donna Noble as played by the hysterical Catherine Tate face off against an old adversary played by Neil Patrick Harris, known as the Toymaker. Throughout these three specials, the first will feature the character Beep the Meep, who is sure to become a fan favorite, who will be voiced by BAFTA-winning actress Miriam Margolyes, and the second will feature the Doctor traveling to the Shadow Proclamation as he tries to deduce why he has returned to this old face and why Donna has her memories back. This second special should also feature Bonnie Langford as Melanie Bush, a classic companion who will reprise her role in the last two specials as a reminder of the Doctor's past. The second special will feature the reveal of the Toymaker, with Neil Patrick Harris malevolently displaying his glee as he turns Earth into a world of chaos. The final special should be broadcast on Friday, the 24th of November, coinciding with Black Friday, and will be a commentary on consumerism and political aggression. The third special will prominently feature Ncuti Gatwa's iteration of the Time Lord as the 14th Doctor enters the realm of the Toymaker and I think that's meant to say faces, and faces their past and prospective future. The episode shall also feature appearances from Billie Piper as Rose Tyler, Gemma Redgrave as Kate Stewart, Ingrid Oliver as Osgood, Freema Agyeman as Martha Jones, and Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. At the conclusion of the special, David Tennant will say goodbye to Donna, with her once more forgetting her memories of the Doctor, and will feature a tear-jerking scene featuring Wilfred Mott as played by Bernard Cribbins in a phenomenal posthumous performance. While the specials are fan-pleasing and wildly entertaining, the key themes are those of nostalgia and letting go of the past. So it carries on after that, but what do you think of it so far?
I mean, I think we know that there's going to be a groundbreaking performance by Bernard Cribbins because he did pass away after he finished his filming. So it is sort of like they know he was dying, so they're putting that in there. That Wolf is dying. You kind of believe that because they got David Tennant back, you're going to bring back Billie Piper and you're going to bring back Martha
But I think
Jones.
it's saying they're like not cameos, but they're supporting roles, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a thing where they're going to, like, he has unfinished business with them, and he's going to say
and also the 11th
them.
Doctor, Matt Smith, they're saying he's going to have an appearance in it. That's quite interesting.
Well, I see the thing with Matt Smith is it is quite possible that he had some unfinished business as well, but that could be like a preview that maybe his Doctor will be revisited as well at some point to save the ponds. Because we did have a thing about how Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill said they wanted to come back, but of course they want to come back with Matt Smith.
That's true. I think it could be, though, like a sort of thing where he sees future incarnations. So he sees, let's say he sees Ncuti Gatwa, and then he sees Matt Smith as well, that kind of thing. Sort of like a Christmas Carol kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Right.
Not the episode of Doctor Who, the Charles Dickens thing. I think that could be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's possible that because here it is, Disney Plus, you want to promote Doctor Who. How do you promote Doctor Who with the best aspects of Doctor Who? Best aspects of Doctor Who, David Tennant, even Matt Smith was popular. So
Matt Smith is very popular.
So even if we could get because Disney has a thing called the special presentation, we could get a Doctor Who special presentation where it is. I keep getting my phone ringing off the wall. We could get a special presentation where we get a one-off with the 11th, Doctor,
like Werewolf by Night,
degenerating or whatever, and then saving the ponds, because you got to think about this too. They'll probably throw this in there that because of the cracks with time and everything, that the Weeping Angels can't trap the ponds in the past because it will probably alter the fabric of time. So
I can't lie though. My one thing about that is I don't know how much Disney were actually involved in the 60th. I think their involvement kind of more begins when it's Ncuti Gatwa, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I also think too that because here's the thing: there was a conference call. Hold on, there was a conference call I remember with Jodie, with David Tennant, and with Matt Smith. That I think at the time HBO Max was willing to shell out tons of money for them to be in a special, right? Now, with Disney Plus, I'm pretty sure that a Christmas special could consist of basically not just Ncuti, but it could be Matt Smith saving the ponds, and different things
I feel like
for
that
the future.
First Christmas special, I can see that being like a second Christmas special. I feel like the first one is going to be like focused on Ncuti Gatwa because that's his first proper episode.
I think so, but I think some point in time we will see the ponds saved by, and you also have to save Clara. That's another thing. Clara has to return to face the Raven, and also the moment she dies, she goes. Well, the moment she dies, she goes in the Nether Sphere because she was hooked up to Missy's iPad. So in other words, when they all die, they go into the nether sphere. So she's gonna go with Danny Pink, and then they get revived because that future has to happen where they have a future descendant that's a time traveler.
The thing is,
so
though,
the Doctor won't know that Clara and Danny Pink are revived.
My one counter to it is, though, and you have to remember this: the first Russell T Davies era, it featured basically like no elements of like the classic era. They were used like more sparingly, if that makes sense. And if they were, it was sort of like the more iconic stuff, or it was kind of like a reintroduction. So the only classic companion is Sarah Jane Smith from any era before the original RTD, which makes me sort of think it's unlikely for them when it actually gets into Ncuti Gatwa for them to kind of be like so.
So you think there's too much going on? We just need to focus on Ncuti. All these unresolved plots are just going to go away.
I think at least for the first two series, it'll be like new storylines with Ncuti Gatwa, and I think after that, you might start seeing like Matt Smith appearing in an episode. I feel like the Clara.
It could be. You know what it could be? It could be an untold tale that he's still the 11th Doctor, but the memory war makes it his memory erased a bit.
But it's kind of like I feel like they'd have to find a way to reintroduce it, if that makes sense. Because not everyone who watches it now on Disney Plus is going to.
But I don't know if I believe entirely this whole thing about this thread, because again, it is coming from Reddit. We don't know,
That's true.
They take elements of stuff that.
What I'm saying right now, I don't think is related to what it's saying here.
Right.
I just
continue on. Finish it off, actually, because I have to. Yeah, let's see what this says.
So Ross T Davies has taken inspiration from Power of the Doctor, specifically the Guardians.
I don't know about that.
And Gatwa's appearance will be of a similar concept to that.
Well, maybe.
Gatwa's debut holiday special will take place on present-day Earth, and will of course introduce his new companion as played by Millie Gibson. Ruby Sunday is a sixth former living with her bereaved dad and his boyfriend in Cardiff. She is at a crossroads in her life where she doesn't know what she wants. She's lonely in school and stressed about exams that she hasn't revised for. However, one day her life finds direction and purpose when she starts to notice suspicious antics in the local area. This is when the Doctor enters the scene, a flamboyant, bold, confident individual who knows exactly who he is and helps to guide Ruby through her life. The relationship with the companion has not been seen. This relationship with the companion has not been seen in the current era of Doctor Who, with there being no romantic aspect and not even a parental aspect. More two great friends helping each other through time and space. Ruby will be portrayed as neurodiverse, and the Doctor, with the Doctor showing her that there is nothing wrong with her, and that her perception of the world, though unique, is just as valid as anyone's.
So they're just going to be best friends, no kissing involved, no romance at all involved.
And she's going to be like neurodiverse.
What does that mean?
Like autistic, ADHD, that kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah. One of the serials for the new series will explore the sexuality of the Doctor. The Doctor will be portrayed in a similar, in a way similar to Sherlock Holmes in Billy Wilder's The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, with the Doctor being attracted to someone of the same sex, but insecurity within their sexual frame of reference prevents this from being consummated. This story will be set in America.
You have the part that you know it's going to happen, and then they throw some fucking shit in the middle.
Yeah, that could be what it is.
That's bullshit.
But I do think it's possible we see like some kind of like LGBTQ aspect. I think it's possible. I'll carry on. Another serial that will be 2 parts will explore the trouble in Ireland during the 1970s, with the details being finalised. But Russell does wish to show the racism in the United Kingdom during this period, partially why he cast a non-white actor for the role, highlighting England's colonialism of other countries. Filming for this serial will occur in either Dublin or Belfast during next year, with Brendan O'Carroll, Rob Brydon, Lee Mack, and Brendan Gleeson being eyed for supporting roles. Gleeson's role will be reminiscent of his role in the film The Guard, with him playing a politically incorrect member of the RUC/the Garda called Domhnall.
I don't know about that either.
O'Carroll will be playing a radio broadcast.
No. Let me ask you a question. Do you honestly think that Russell T Davies is going to cast, England in a bad light, like Great Britain, the UK?
No, I think he could.
He's not going to do that.
Or I think it'll be what do you call it? Like
he's not going to shit on his own country. No.
I'll tell you what I think it'll be. Like in like Hollywood westerns after 1960, they all have like a slightly cynical view of it. I think it'll be like.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going anywhere near that. That's cool. Yeah, carry on.
O'Carroll will play the role of a radio broadcaster called Cormac O'Glenn, who will host a controversial radio show called The Irish Air Zone, with his son taking an interest too. One of the episodes currently is about cancel culture and will feature antagonistic characters known as the Hammers, with Kevin James playing a comedic supporting role as an Andrew Tate-like men's guru, and Sarah Silverman as a women's rights activist.
That's not.
Well, the thing is, you say that. I don't think it's impossible. Like with the big guest
It's not
stars.
impossible, but I don't even know if Sarah Silverman knows what Doctor Who is, and Kevin James. You're just throwing names out there that.
I mean, I feel like Kevin James, his career is on like the downward spiral. I think.
I mean, like if you ever thought about what he's going to do next, would you say, "Oh, Doctor Who"? No, I don't.
To be honest, I don't know. In fairness, I would never have thought Ian McKellen would have been in Doctor Who, and he was in that fucking Snowman episode.
I would, because they know what
Doctor Who is. Think about the role he's playing in it. He's like some fucking snow globe in it.
I mean, it's a snowman, right?
He's a really minor role.
Great intelligence. He's the great intelligence.
Yeah, but he's not like in it very much, which is kind of like, I don't think it's impossible now that it's international.
I still want Picard. I still want I still want Patrick Stewart to have a role in Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know why that hasn't happened.
This new era has a number of international locations and big name guest stars. This is due to the increased budget from Disney Plus, as well as big name interest from people who want to work with Ross T. Davis. One of these big names will be the 16th Doctor, who will appear in Series 2, with the plan being for a surprise regeneration at the end of one of the episodes. So I think what it's saying is, like, during the second series of Ncuti Gatwa, he's going to regenerate like in a random episode.
So in other words,
like a surprise regeneration.
I'm probably right that he has no time to film Doctor Who because he's doing other commitments. So
could be
him filming. Just think about this for a second. 8 episodes, right? A special, that's 9. Yeah. Regenerates early on in the next season, meaning that it's only a season he's filming, not 2 seasons, and so like the rest of the season will be the 16th Doctor. So they lied that he's giving us 2 seasons because he's not really. He's giving us 1 season, and they're spreading it out like butter on toast. They're trying to spread out his whole.
So it's kind of like they're going to shock you with an early regeneration.
Right. So in other words, 1 season Doctor.
In fairness, it doesn't say when he's going to regenerate in the second series. He could regenerate
episode 2. Episode 2.
It could be, but it doesn't say that here. It could happen. I just don't know. I mean, my one counter.
So in other words, something happens, he doesn't realize it, and he gets killed, and it's like, oh shit.
But it could be like a proper regeneration story, but it's like episode 3 or something, or episode 6 of like an 8-episode series, and then you get like 2 episodes of the new Doctor.
So I don't see this strengthens my opinion now that he's going to be a very drive-through Doctor. I don't mean to be disrespectful with that, but he's going to be a drive-through Doctor. No, he is.
I know. I kind of agree.
Get your burger and fries, wait online, and get out.
A lot of people are like going, "Oh, he's going to be there for ages." I think
he's not going to be long. It's going to be to us. It's years. It's years. It's 2022 now. 2023 no. 2024 there he is. He's gone already. He's gone before he even appeared.
That would mean he like regenerates in 2025. So he gets like a year basically.
He's gone before we even see his first episode. Like literally,
theory, they would have cast the new Doctor before his first episode airs, probably.
Well, Phoebe Waller-Bridge probably.
It could be because it says big names, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a big name.
But I don't think she would commit beyond three seasons. I mean, maybe she will be 3 seasons.
I think if anything, she could be like it kind of could be like a weird thing where she writes as well as acts as the Doctor because she's a writer as well.
She might write her own episodes and her own dialogue.
She might write some of them. I think Ross T. Davis will at least be involved for her first bit if that is her. And this is true, of course.
I gotta say, and I don't want to be negative, but I gotta say, I have to be honest with the Whovian community. I have to be honest with my viewers.
Yeah, go on.
This is bullshit.
This rumor.
No. If this is true, this is bullshit. Meaning this sucks. You screwed us because you want us to. This is the problem I have. You want us to follow. See, now this all makes sense why David Tennant came into the picture because I honestly believe that he is one of those actors where before, when people became the Doctor, they were the Doctor. That's it. This guy's doing so many different things. They're like, oh, he's hot. He's in. Let's get him in. You're going to film me. I can't film all those episodes. Okay, film Dirt. I can't film all those episodes. Okay, I can't film all those episodes, and it's like, so that they're accommodating, right? So in other words, when we heard that Moffat wanted to cast what's the name, Alan Cummings, the reason why he said no was because he didn't want to commit to 10 months, right? They all don't want to commit to 10 months of filming, right?
No, it's not that. It's because he didn't want to go to Cardiff. Apparently, he was fine with it.
Mostly it was because of 10 months, because he wouldn't be able to film his Law and Order or whatever it was, right? So the thing is,
whatever,
yeah. So the point is that they're like, we'll get him, but we're just going to deceive the Whovians by making it like, oh yeah, he's in a whole bunch of seasons, but he's not, because if you add the math, and if he is going to regenerate in the middle of the second season, it's only really a season, really. Because think about the Ninth Doctor, right? He had 13 episodes, and he was out, right? You're probably going to have the same thing with Shooty. You're going to have, if there's 8, right, and it adds up to 13, it's still technically, by the Ninth Doctor standards, 1 season Doctor, but the illusion's going to be cast. Maybe it won't. Maybe he'll regenerate in episode 6 of the 8 in the second season, right?
Well, I think episode 5. You need a bit of the new Doctor. You need a bit of the new Doctor, I think.
Listen, Doctor Who is unstable, and I'm sorry. Yes, Russell T Davies is here to stabilize it, and David Tennant's there to stabilize it, and Captain Tate's there to stabilize it. Shooty should also be there to stabilize it. It's still not going to be stable. There's going to be an illusion cast that he's going to be there for, and he's not going to be. And the problem is that because the Doctor's on fragile ground, right? And Russell T Davies is trying to put the pieces back together. He's trying to rebrand it, trying to get the merchandise out. No one can have enough time to adjust to their Doctor, and then you have to jump to another Doctor. This is why we don't have a Doctor every year, because then the show would get canceled immediately. So Russell T Davies has to do a lot now, knowing that if it's true,
hoops, isn't he? He's going through some hoops. He's going through hoops, isn't he? A bit.
I think he's a magician right now. I think that he's casting an illusion, making us believe that this guy's going to be around for so many seasons, and he's just going to stretch out his shit. It's like
Doctor could be around for a long time.
It's like when they contracted SpongeBob SquarePants and the other guy actor, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to film 13 episodes," and then take those 13 episodes, they span it over 5 fucking years. It's ridiculous. So, you're going to spread his shit out, and you're going to So, in other words, we know that, and this is I'm going to emphasize this. We know that the first season is going to be 8 episodes. We don't know for a fact if the second season is 8 episodes. The second season could be 6 episodes because of this bullshit possibly being true.
Well,
okay?
But think about it. That would mean it'd be longer because you get a new Doctor and you get 6 episodes of Ncuti Gatwa and then you get 4 of the new Doctor. So it could be.
I don't want that. But you wouldn't get 4. You would get fucking 2. Because
I don't know. I mean, if you want to introduce a new Doctor, you need more than 2 episodes. I feel like because otherwise you get a Twin Dilemma situation, don't you?
I'm sorry, but Ncuti needs to be a full 2 seasons, if not 3, not half regenerating in the middle.
I think he could be. I think if it's not that, I think what could be happening is Russ T Davies. He's kind of like making the new Doctor regenerate early on, so that you kind of get a sort of. It's sort of like Christopher Eccleston. So you introduce the audience to regeneration. So
but we need a Doctor 3 seasons
they're
at least.
Fine when there's a new Doctor.
We need a Doctor 3 seasons.
People watching it.
Yeah,
but the Doctor after him could be doing more than 3. They could do 5.
Right. But we need with the way it's fragile.
The same amount.
Do you understand the way it's fragile and the way it's Doctor Who lost everyone's attention because of Chibnall.
Why did it lose attention? It lost attention
because of Chibnall. Because Chibnall took the mixing bowl, right? You're supposed to bake cookies, and motherfucker, you tried to make pizza with cookie batter.
Come on though. He did lose some of it. They did lose quite a bit of it during Capaldi. You have to admit.
No,
it did. The ratings did go significantly down during Capaldi. It's not what you think, Joe. It's not what you think. That is a fact.
Hey, man.
That's a fact.
I'm talking about the attention span, and I'll tell you why It was because of Chibnall.
Right. What do you mean attention?
He basically took the fucking rug we're standing on, and he pulled that shit out. We fell on our ass and broke our fucking hip or our knee, and we're injured as Whovians. And they're like, oh, fuck that. I'm not going to stand on that rug again. So what happened is, the moment you said, oh, by the way, the Doctor was the Doctor before the first Doctor. In fact, there's like 50 of them. People are like, I'm out.
Yeah, but
I'm out.
No. You say that, but the ratings didn't drop that much after that episode.
The ratings fucking tanked.
No. They were tanking before that episode. They were tanking before that.
But the thing is, even they were tanking, they were going back and forth, up and down.
No. They were fucking. Okay.
What the fuck?
So what happened was, after the 50th, the ratings went a bit down for Series 8. Then they went really down for Series 9. But then they went marginally up for Series 10, and then they went really high up for Series 11 because it was.
Hold on. You just proved my point.
No, hang on. Let me finish. No. You need to let me finish. So Series 11, the ratings gradually go down throughout that.
Correct.
Then Series 12, the ratings go down quicker and quicker and
Correct.
quicker.
My point.
They're really low. The ratings are really low. The ratings are low. The ratings are low in Series 12, even before The Timeless Child.
It's
way
Chibnall's
before The
fault.
Timeless Child.
I just said that.
No, but it's not. I think
you can't say it's Capaldi because if they're okay. Listen,
the ratings did go down.
But the ratings went back up. It never went back up with Chibnall.
It did. With Series 11, they went back up. Series 11, the ratings went back up. No, enormously. No, enormously they went back up. Enormously.
Yeah, all right. The guy appears, the Flux guy, menacing people like, this is the greatest shit ever. And then they're like, oh, by the way, we just destroyed the entire universe. Hi. Like, what?
No,
and by the way, these beings are time beings, and they're above the Time Lords, and they're better.
Take issue with it. That's not what people take issue with it. The problem is with the Chibnall era, it's not very good. It's boring. It's not very interesting. Yeah, it sucks. But the reasons you think it sucks are not the reason it sucks, I don't think. Like, The Timeless Child is not the reason.
Bro, there's a lot of things to add to make it suck. Bro, it's not like we don't have enough things to say it sucks. So if you want to add to what I think sucks, you can. Because Chibnall's era sucked.
What I'm saying is The Timeless Child is almost such a small part of what's wrong with it, in my opinion. Because it was failing before then. I just think for like a lot of people who are like angry about how it changes the canon, like yourself,
bro,
you focus on that. The problem isn't that.
I mean, all right. Do you want me to focus on the bullshit, like a little?
I want you to focus on how boring the scripts are. That's the bigger problem.
Bro, how many episodes did I say that the fucking script sucked? Like, she goes, oh, hi, Graham. I'm socially awkward, so you're worried about dying from cancer, and I don't care. It's like, wait, what?
You remember that? That's the only part you remember about that.
No, I remember all this stuff. I remember, like, all these plot points that they've tried to make. Like, the doctor was sick when she got that sonic boom, and they're like, something's wrong with you, you know? She's like, don't worry about that.
They never explain it. They never explain it.
They don't. Chibnall doesn't explain anything.
The writing's not good. That's the bigger problem than just like.
But then the writing's the greatest thing ever for the Fugitive Doctor. Why is that?
The writing isn't that good for the Fugitive Doctor.
It is.
It's not
fantastic for Jo Martin. Fantastic.
No, Jo Martin's a good actress. That's what it is.
No, the writing for Jo Martin's Doctor was like fucking above average.
Jo Martin has more screen presence.
It's like you fucking gave shock therapy to Chibnall. He woke the fuck up and decided I knew how to be a writer and shit.
It's Jo Martin. She's good at acting.
But the script was great.
The script wasn't that good.
Oh,
what's good about this? What did you like about the script? What did you like about it?
Everything she said was like perfect.
It was action dialogue. It was action movie dialogue.
But it just wasn't just action. The way she was calm about being the Doctor and confident.
That's the acting.
But the words still fit.
The words fit because she's a good actress. If you get a really good actor in a part, they can fix it basically. And Jo Martin is a very good actress. Jodie Whittaker is not a great actress. Anyway,
and Capaldi's ratings went up a little bit. So if the ratings were going up towards the end,
they went up. They went up at the end because they had better broadcasting time.
You make excuses.
That wasn't an excuse. That's not an excuse.
You don't like Capaldi's hair. That's what it is.
No, I just don't think Capaldi's a great
Wow.
I don't think he's a great Doctor. I don't think.
I liked him.
I know a lot of people.
I liked the last episode they were in. I'm like, what the fuck was this?
here's what I think about it. I think he completely fails to connect with general audiences. I think with people in the fandom, they connect with him because does a lot of awkward things and they connect with that. I think you show it to the general audience, they don't connect with him in the same way they do Matt Smith, David Tennant.
What are you saying? You want him to take his shirt off and be on the
fucking
cover of
did David
Tennant,
Matt Smith, and Tom Baker do that? No. What I mean is,
David Tennant and I'm sure Matt Smith. People like, oh my god, I love the Dark. Oh, those little girls are like, oh my god.
That's not what it is, because Tom Baker isn't like that, and Tom Baker was just.
We didn't have it. We didn't have fucking social media like we had with Tom Baker. Like
no. I don't think social media is a thing. I think what it is it's the brand of eccentricity. I think
good. You platinum that game. I got a platinum.
I think it's the brand of eccentricity. I think, and I think it's the brand of charisma. I think Matt Smith and David Tennant are far more engaging as actors than Peter Capaldi. You can argue Peter Capaldi's a more sort of.
We will have to revisit this because I like how this is going. Because I definitely want to revisit this with you and me about Capaldi, but I have to go to work. So no, that's okay. I didn't know. I'm getting messages from work and I got to call back. So I definitely am interested in your Capaldi-ness, that the way you feel about Capaldi.
Anti-Capaldi. I don't think he's that great.
I didn't say you were anti-Capaldi. I said
I am a bit anti-Capaldi.
You were agitated towards Capaldi, maybe.
I'm just not. I don't think he works for like general audiences in particular.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta go. Unfortunately, duty calls. Right. So, we would thank you for being part of this 1900th milestone memory. He's been in a fucking major episode, the 1900. We had a nice debate about Capaldi that unfortunately is getting cut short. I know. I will call you back. So I have to go because again, schedule has changed.
Yeah, no. It's work. I get you.
All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.